Good morning and welcome to P&B Sport. I'm Ebaro Sunday. Today we'll be talking to the sport director of Edo University Iyamu, the person of Dr. Kingsley Ogogo. He will be talking to us and he'll be talking us through Nuga, what had transpired in Nuga meeting last week. Doctor, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How is Edo State this morning? How is Edo this morning?
Edo State is cool. I came in on Saturday morning.
It is cool. That's nice. Okay, quickly. I know you don't have time. Let's dive into the conversation. Nuga meeting was held last week on Wednesday to Friday. Can you just put us through what transpired within that? Just give us some insight.
Okay, the Nuga meeting was actually held in the University of Jos between that Wednesday and Friday. You know, when we are preparing for, the Nuga 27th Nuga game, and Unijos is supposed to host.
Yes.
But when you are preparing for Nuga, a month to the Nuga also, the Nuga board members will go for a meeting or an assessment of facility.
Okay.
But when we went to Jos that day, after looking at around the facility, we discovered that most of the facilities are not properly ready, and that was a decision for the board to take. And the vice chancellor was also there. They are making all efforts. You know, at times, Mark proposal, God's depose. You don't have the power.
True.
So the Nuga game that was supposed to hold in April has now been shifted to November because of the reconstruction work that is going on in the University of Jos Stadium.
Okay, doctor. You know what we wonder? If I want to bid for a championship, it should show that some in-house readiness. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, because they bidded to host, that was 2022 in Lagos, and they gave them the hosting right in Lagos. Yes, and from 2022 to now, I think one would say it's an ample time. Of course, with the economy, we'll say okay, no money. But with that time, I don't think that should be enough time for them to prepare for this championship. Why the postponement? And for now, the facilities are not ready yet.
It was a tight decision for Nuga board to take, because the house was actually divided, because it was not something you planned since 2022. Now you have 3 years,
yes,
and up to as at this morning, if I am not mistaken, you are not still 80% ready. And the VC came to the board meeting. He tried to explain different factors. You know, this money at times, Unijos is federal government, and the VC will understand this plight. And let me recall the last FUSI meeting that took place in China. The vice chancellor himself was there. He had been a pillar for Nuga, not because he's the vice chancellor. That was the confidence we have in him. But logistically now, we are seeing that Unijos was not ready. And the VC highlighted some of the issues on ground, which I will not want to disclose on the air. But the board took a decision. We excused the VC. It was a heated argument. We took a decision. This man, even before he dreamed of hosting Nuga, he has been supporting Nuga. And something happened now, we should also give him the benefit of that. He was thinking we are supposed to hold the competition in around May. But because that is the peak of rain, and he was of the opinion that there are too many rains, it also rained heavily in Jos, and most of our games are actually outdoor. That's why we're looking for a dry period. No, it was asking for a 2 weeks extension, not actually long period. So we were not looking for a dry period, because just as we all know, it's also a temperate region where we have a much rain. So that was why the board took a decision that we should take it to November. There are also other issues. You know, Nuga, we plan our calendar. You have the NUESA game, you have the FISA game, you have many other things. It also affected it. That also made us adjust
other programs
to suit that November.
Yes,
to suit our program too. So we are on course, but the only problem we are envisaging is that, you know, UNICAP is supposed to host this 2026. 2026.
Yes.
Because Jos is supposed to host 2024. But because of logistic problem, So UNICAP, now that's another issue we might also face. You don't expect university to come for Nuga game in November. You are still telling them to
come again in 2026.
Around February or March. So it's something the board is also looking at. I think some of us raised it during the meeting, but they say if we have a problem and is to look for a solution. But let's not of all cross this just zone. They will now know how to adjust Calabar. But we are trying to regulate the calendar, because this calendar also work with other federations, not only NUGA. Olympic will depend, other small federations depends on this NUGA. So we also do our own for different qualifications. So we will try and regulate our calendar. The board will do that to ensure that our NUGA game will be between February and March every year. So every 2 years, so that will just flow with the calendar.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Doctor, let's come back home. Zone J, we have Edo University, we have Bensi Dausa University in Zone J, we have University of Benin also in Zone J, we have I think Delta State University too.
Delta State University.
Yes, in Zone J. So and I spoke to Professor Elvis last week on this show, and he was telling us that Zone J will meet before Friday last week, and they will now come up with their own dates. Are that be able to happen? Were you able to meet the Zone J members to come up with your own date for your prelims?
Okay. Yes, our decision in Zone J was to meet in Jos, because we were also envisaging that we don't want to meet twice, because we know there are some decisions that the board will take
that will affect.
That we still need to meet.
Yes.
Yeah, that will affect whatever we have met. So in Zone J we met briefly, and I said we should, since we have time for the preliminaries till around middle March. If the game will still hold in April, let's finish this NUGA board meeting in Jos. Then during this Jos meeting, we can now meet physically, not online.
Online, yeah.
But unfortunately, but we were planning to meet that Thursday, where decisions were coming, everything. So we now decided to, because the preliminaries now have been put on hold. The preliminaries will now hold now at between 5th September to 5th October.
Okay.
You see, that's the range now. Because preliminary is always a month. Each zone has liberty to fix within that range to fix their preliminary. So our preliminary now is now September 5th to October 5th.
Okay.
So our meeting was just brief. We could not take decisions. We will still wait till around a month to the preliminaries where we'll take major decisions. But as for Zone J, we are very coordinated. It's just between two states, basically. You know, we have many private universities, and Delta State spring up a lot of universities now. I think about 4 or so recently. You have the University of Delta, Agbo. You have the Delta State University of Science and Technology. You have the Abraka. You have one at Ozoro too. Then you have Bensi Dausa. You have Imedio. You have Edo State University. You have Ambusali University. So we are about 12 universities from this zone, and we are brothers. Don't recall dependent state issue. So our zone is well coordinated. We will not have issue, because just Bendel State. Let me not use it that way. It's Bendel State. The universities in Bendel State. So we are also working to ensure that, fortunately for us, the NUGA registration committee chairman is also from our zone. So you find out that we will not have issues with our own preparation.
NUGA registration, is it not from Bensi Dausa and Mrs. Adebayo, right?
No.
Okay.
One Mrs. This thing from Bensi Dausa University, the sport director from Bensi Dausa University.
That's Mrs. Adebayo James. Mrs. Eunice Adebayo James.
Yes. James, yes.
Mrs. Eunice Adebayo James. Okay. Let's go back to your team. Doctor, you know, the first time Edo University participated in NUGA, I think that was 2022, right? And
yes, we went 2020 as observant.
Okay.
We now went 2022 to take part.
So and the team, yes, you guys were very quiet. And how much preparation have you put in place for your team to really come out blazing this time?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. You know, when you put the management this time in their own wisdom decide to, I am a footballer by nature. I didn't know management was watching me. I go to field to train. They now say they are looking for somebody, a senior academic staff that knows much about sport.
That is sport inclined.
My name was seen everywhere before they called me that I should handle the sport unit. So if you have somebody that already have interest in sport, you make the person the head of affair of sport, you do less job. True. Because it's like my father would say, it's like you are putting banga inside oil. They are both the same. So we have been preparing, and my coaches have been working. We have decided to, you know, it's also a new university, and at times Yes, it's also a new university. We are working on the students. We will take part in about 9 sports, and we are prepared very well. We'll take part in football, basketball, badminton, then a lot of athletics. Then we'll take part in badminton, basketball, about 9 sports, and we have actually prepared for the pre-NUGA for next week or so. My team, we have started our registration process for my students, and we are planning to go to the preliminary with about 180 students. That was our thought. We want to compete in those that are open for competition. You know the zone, there are some competitions that are open, you just come straight to JOS. There are some that our zone will need to provide 1 or 2. So we are ready to at least come to just not even the preliminary with at least about 9 games. And that's also our target. I have not even informed my sporting unit that we have postponed it. They were still, when on Saturday when I came in the morning, we went to Awuchi Poli to play a friendly match with the Awuchi, just our neighbor, to play the volleyball team, male and female team. Went there to play a friendly match because they are also still preparing. And I went with them. I came in around 12 a.m. in the morning when they were going. I went to Awuchi Poli. We were there, we trained. Though I like what happened because we did not win the match. We lose the match. And I told them I'm happy because I'm always happy when we lose our matches in the
preparation
training match.
Yes.
When you win, you'll be happy.
That
So
yes.
go back to our drawing board. The coaches will go back, and my football team they also played Awuchi Poli that same day, and we lost 3-2. I'm happy because I like the team was okay, so that we can correct ourselves. But you know, when we win, we'll be relaxed.
Yeah.
Say at least we have beat Awuchi Poli, a very standard team. I told the coaches, let everybody go back home. We'll meet and strategize. I like when we are losing matches at this friendly level, but when we come to the competition, we use all those corrections. So my team is 100% ready. We are pushing for the games we want to come in, and I assure you, Edo State, Edo University, EUI is a team I want us to watch out for in just 2020.
I will be there live by God's grace. I will be there. Doctor, talking about games, we have the team like Bensi Dawson University that are very strong in basketball. We have also University of Benin are also very strong in basketball, and you also have a basketball team and even football too. So in your basketball team, do you think because I was talking to Prof the other day and he said his basketball team can even beat a state team, so which tells you how strong his basketball team is. So do you think, can you vouch for your team like that as well? Because Prof was really confident of his team that his team is he can win a medal in the nationals.
Yes, thank you very much. You know, talk is cheap. We don't boast. We are small. We are. Most of the universities will be coming in as observant, but our new university will go there and take part. We will not make too much noise. They are our very senior colleague, but we have to learn from them. But you know, at times, these small people you just see can upset.
Exactly.
We have seen that in World Cup. We have seen that in Premiership. We have also look at what happened in Premiership the other day. Yesterday, nobody ever said that Arsenal
will beat Man City 5-1.
5-1. But that is football for you. Arsenal was, if you people that bought, my friend that went into betting yesterday, I told them the best thing that would have happened in that match is a draw. But all of us saw what happened. Arsenal played Man City as if they were playing Tottenham. So you can understand what happened. So that is game for you. So we might have a very good day. I am not losing hope. I'm not also putting my eggs in one basket, but I know we are going to make a mark. We are going to make a mark for sure. My teams are training very well.
Okay, Doctor, as we wrap up, which areas do you think you have strength? Like which of the areas? Because when you call I always use Bensi Dawson University. If you call Bensi Dawson University, they'll tell you, okay, their strong side is swimming. They can tell you table tennis. Of course, they have a very good team there. So in Edo University, what can we make up of that team? Where is your strong area?
Okay.
Yeah.
My strong area is athletics to football.
Okay.
Because I am a footballer, my strong area, but I didn't want to let this out of the basket because the other time we went for the preliminaries, we could not pick the tickets to represent our zone in football. That's why we are doing everything. I always tell my footballer footballers are also very athletic. Anuga is open this year. You can register for 2 sports. So we are capitalizing on using those very athletic footballers. Even if we don't take football, we will also come out in various athletic. Athletics has up to about 15 games.
Different events.
So watch out for us in athletic and football. Just watch out for us. We will come out with a medal.
Oh, okay. Sport Director Dr. Kingsley Ogogo, I want to say a very big thank you indeed for giving us this opportunity to talk to you today on our show. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
And I believe,
always keep in touch.
Yes, of course. As the Nuga progresses, of course, we'll be calling you time to time, but you just update us on your team. And if possible, I can even come to your school. If you invite me, I can even come to your school to come and do some check.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll discuss that. I will be very happy to receive you in our institution to also see our sport complex.
Okay.
We have one of the sports football fields around this area.
Okay.
Edo Queen, Son Queen. They play international matches.
Okay, there. Okay.
We call that Edo State University. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's the start of our show this morning. I'm Abel Sunday. For me and the entire team right here in Abuja, I say goodbye.